tell me how you do it. She won't tell anyone. She said you feel better if you only just tell her. Take the life for like we're having fun.
Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, crypto. So I've been meaning to do this video for a very, very long time. I've been just so busy that I've been putting it off. But the reason I wanted to do it is not for myself. It's actually for my family, for my son. If you did watch a prior video that I made about trying to build passive income and kind of like a nest egg for a loved one, I've already done one video about how I did set something up about a year ago, over a year ago, with the Drip network, right? For my son, and it's gone successfully well, and still to this day I'm compounding it, and I'm waiting until one day where I can, hopefully, if everything goes well, DeFi is high risk, right? But I will be able to just give that to him, right, as a nest egg. And I thought there's another platform that I have been just enjoying so much, and it has been something that I've told friends about who are part or inside the DeFi space, okay, inside the DeFi space. But in terms of like telling loved ones or family members about anything in DeFi, generally I just don't, right? Because it's too high risk. I don't want the responsibility of them getting to something that I've recommended and then it falls to nonsense. It's the old story of I told my mom to buy Ethereum at $4,000 and now it's it's under $1,000. So I don't want to be that guy. That's your choice. That's why I'm not a financial advisor, right? I'm an entertainer and I'm a degen. But in terms of my son, I'm more than willing to take my hard-earned crypto and put it into something and speculate on the fact that I think that it's going to make him a lot more money in the future. And this is one of these plays, okay? I think that this platform is doing so well and is so stable, knock on wood, right? We never know in DeFi. But I think that with the roadmap that they've just rolled out and with the token ecosystem that they have, that by me taking a portion of my funds and putting it aside and carefully just compounding it, right, and using their amazing ecosystem to also DCA into crypto blue chips, then I'm going to be able to create something quite fantastic for my son Dylan, in 4, 5, 6, 10 years when I decide to hand this to him, because he's only 6 right now. I mean, I don't want to be 10 years old and be a crypto millionaire. That would be terrible. I mean, he's got to go to school and stuff. He's got to learn maths before he can learn to degen for sure. But we're going to go through it, right? So this would be a tutorial through going through the idea of setting up from nothing, right? Just all you need is a MetaMask and some BNB or to pay gas with, right? We're going to go from that point and I'm going to set it all up. I'm going to show you how I would do it. Please get into the comments if you think I've said anything that's not right about the platform, because there are some things I'm going to be saying which I think is how it works, but it is very complex. And also, if you think I could do it better, then please let me know, because it's it's for my kid and I want the best for him. So I'm going to get into the shared screen for this video, and I'm going to show you from the very beginning to the very end with a wee sheet of what I'm putting in. And I'll probably update this in about a month or 2 months, and I'll show you how I have got on, right, with this plan of setting up in DEX Finance with a capital input of about $4,000, purchasing some tokens, and showing the plan of how I'm going to hold some, get some blue chips with some, do some staking with some, and just use their ecosystem to the best of its ability, I think, to set my son up with something fantastic for the future. So let's get into the shared screen and let's do this. So this is my wallet, right, for DEX Finance. As you can see at the moment, what I have, I got about $12,000 in the US DEX USDC. If you don't know what I'm talking about in DEX Finance, I really suggest you check out my other videos. I have a bunch of them on, my top tips for it. I go over the whole ecosystem. So watch them if you're not unsure about it, right, to really learn a lot about it. Just show you what I have, okay? So then I have $2,000 in dexIRA and BNB, and in wrapdex IRA and dexIRA I have $6,000. For now, prices go up and down, and we can earn today. I can take about $250 from here. This pays out, the farm section pays you out in DEX share token. Current price of DEX share is $335, and then I would come to regulation staking. As usual, we've done this many times in videos. If you're a regular watcher, thanks for watching again. Please like the video. If you're new here, please subscribe, and then you'll be able to find out how This is gone in the long run, right? And I have $70 here of the DEX ETF token. So what is DEX Finance? If I was going to describe it very quickly, it's not Tomb Fork. It works similarly to how Tomb does work, but the big difference being this DEX ETF token, right? What happens is that you farm for the dexIRA token, you come to regulation staking, and you put the dexIRA token in here, right? And you do not earn the PEG token, which is unlike any other platform, which is saying it's a Tomb Fork, right? What that means is that the protocol is deciding when to sell and buy the PEG token, not the investor, right? Who either has intentions to compound and support the platform and make it successful, but a lot of investors these days in the bear market, they don't. They just want to sell everything and profit and dump the platform and then move on to another one. So what this has done is that the fact that the system, the DEX Finance system, is the one responsible for buying and selling of the dexIRA token, meaning that they can build their treasury, they can keep the price at a steady $1.30, $1.40, $1.20, whatever they decide it's going to be, and we take the DEX ETF token. We then take the DEX ETF token and we can come to the DEX ETF area and decide to burn this token into the tokens that we want to receive, which means that they have a protective layer right around the DEX US DEX token, right? The US DEX token, which means that we are not going to be able to, it's very difficult, more difficult, but not impossible, to put this whole platform under PEG. Once you get the DEX ETF, you can then come to burn, and then you can choose. Do you want to burn a single asset, just take BNB, or what I'm going to be doing for Dylan, right, is coming here to multi-asset. Say I have like one DEX ETF token, then I would take that, and then I will get a basket of blue chips. BUSD, Cake, Bitcoin, ETH, BNB, Cardano, XRP, dexIRA, DEX, and US DEX, all scattered into a basket, right? And this is what I love about this, because that means that I can start to DCA into blue chip crypto and of course the ecosystem cryptos for Dylan. And I'm bullish on every single one of these assets, to be honest. So in that way, I think I'm just game on this, right? I think it's going to be brilliant. The risk is that the money I've put aside for him, this $4,000, could turn out to be less than before, right? But I'm willing to take that risk because it's not putting him in any harm. This is just something that I'm hoping would work out for him. It's a bit of a gamble, but I live on high risk. This is a bit of a high risk channel, even though this is one of the lower risk plays that I do have in my repertoire. I'm sure you know if you watch my channel. So let's get to it, right? How do we all get set up? This is dexIRA. This token existed before the DEX Finance site was out. This was actually the launchpad token and will be the launchpad token in the future for any project which wants to launch on DEX Finance, which will happen eventually. If we come to the 180 day on this token, we can see it's gone completely against the bear market and against the price of the dollar. You see it's skyrocketed. I do expect a bit of a correction at the moment because it has hit all-time high. But I am still going to purchase this token for Dylan because I see massive value in it. The way that this works, if we come to the dexIRA page, is that this is a very special token that in which by owning this token, you get reflections in the token of your choice. You can choose which one you want to receive. So for me, this is a no-brainer. If I want something that I can hodl and take the value of the token going up, right, and hold on to it and earn more blue chip tokens in this way, then this is a great one for my son, right? A fully automated BNB redistribution, multi-currency dividend reward, advanced buyback protocol, and tokenomics that promote long-term holding and wealth generation. So it's exactly what I want, right? The way it works is that there's no buy tax on this, but there is a sell tax of 30%. The sell tax lasts for 1 year. If you hold it for 1 year without selling that purchase, then after 1 year you can sell it for 0% tax. But people who do sell it will pay a 30% tax. 20% of that tax goes back to all holders of the token, and then it comes in the form of multi-currency rewards, which we can choose. 6% goes to buyback and burn, which means the token supply will be diminishing over time, right? It's deflationary. 4% goes to liquidity to, maintain enough liquidity so that it could be traded at high volumes, which is always great. And the sell tax, like I said, is removed after 1 year of holding. This is it. It seems complex, but it's quite simple in that sense, right? It's fully audited, and it is great. So what I would do is I would come, once I purchase it, I could come to enter app, and you can choose which token that you want to be reflected in. So I come down here, I come to dexIRA earnings manager, right? and it's in here. If I connect my wallet, it will show that I don't have any tokens at the moment. You have to hold, I believe it is 10,000. Yeah, well, I need 10,000 plus DEX token in my wallet to be able to receive these rewards. So the first thing I'll be doing is I'll be coming into PancakeSwap, and we will be taking our USDC and we will be buying some of this token. Yeah, $4,684 actually, which is nice. So I come here, I type in dexIRA into PancakeSwap, just making sure you have your CoinGecko stuff turned on. You manage tokens, and then turn on PancakeSwap, turn on CoinGecko, and you'll find it there easily. Or you can come to CoinGecko, type in dexIRA, and take the contract address from here. Click that, copy it, paste it in. Yeah, must hold 10,000 DEX token, okay? So for a good amount, I'm thinking, so that is $87. I need more than that for sure. I'm gonna take about half of this, right? I'm gonna put it all into the dexIRA token, and I'm gonna buy myself 227,855 DEX token for Dylan. So I'll put that in there, and there we go. And I would just then come to here for this. This is my entire DeFi portfolio, but I've put it here in purple what I'm dealing with Dylan, all right? Just so I can follow it too. So I have dexIRA token here, and I'll have the $2,000 there. Now, what I've got here, I've got the date I staked it. I'm gonna have how much I compounded, which is gonna be the rewards, right? Which I'm gonna be receiving. Or possibly I might put that in taken. I think I'll put it in taken, right? So I won't be compounding this. I will be holding this $2,000 worth of dexIRA just in here for now. I might wrap it later. I'm going to explain the wrapping another time. But for now, I'm just going to hold it as a single asset. I'm going to hold it for a year. And if after a year it's worth loads, I'll sell it. If it's not worth much after a year, if it's gone down, I'll hold it, right? And I'll wait until it is worth more. But at the whole time, I'll be receiving in taken here. I'll be able to put in what I'm getting. So coming in now into the DEX Finance, it will now count how much I have. Yep, right now it says I have this amount, which means I have more than 10,000 DEX, and I can now choose, right? Ecosystem tokens, change your reward token, default currencies paid in BNB. Rewards are sent in DEX Finance ecosystem tokens. So I can choose, right? Which one do I want to receive, right? How do I want to earn my reflections for Dylan? So we have a huge list of different tokens to choose from, and you have to kind of think, we're in the bear market now. It's time to DCA into the crypto that you are most confident that it's going to succeed in the long term. And what one is that? And that would be the one that we choose for our loved one. So there's a question mark. That'd be kind of fun, just random, I guess. What does that mean? The question mark, I'm not sure, but the one for sure that for now I'm going to select for him to receive is definitely, it just has to be Bitcoin, because it is the one which I do see it's going to recover first. Possibly later, if I see that Bitcoin's recovered, then, you know, of course, then ETH pumps, then BNB pumps. Possibly XRP might be a really amazing play, because, you know, a lot of people do have full confidence in XRP. And Chainlink is another great one that you could hold. Also Cardano, if they do pull it off, then that would be amazing too, right? Or you could just stack it in stable coins. But for me, or Matic, Polygon would be a great one too. Polygon is very bullish on Polygon, okay? They have additional ones, Bogged, Money, Starship, Baby Flocky, and Wyvern, but I don't have much interest in these. You could also get paid in USDEX or DexShare and then compound that back into the system too, but I'm going to be doing that in another way. So that's that setup. I now have that all set up and getting paid out in Bitcoin with my holdings, and I'm just going to come back in a month. I'm going to check on how that's going. Now, what I could do, but I'm not going to do it yet, I am doing it on my wallet, is you can get into WrapDex, which is you take your dexIRA and you would wrap it in a wrapper beside DEX share token, which is the share token that we talked about that we're farming for here. That would then go into the WrapDex and DexShare farm, and you'd make an additional 121% APR on that. Now, the way I understand it, maybe I'd actually like some clarification on this, actually. If you know, then please let me know. That by wrapping with my dexIRA with DexShare, there is zero impermanent loss. For example, we come into wrap, right? You would then take your DexShare and your dexIRA and you'd wrap them into the WrapDexIRA, okay? But as you can see, I have lots of dexIRA. I have no DexShares. I haven't purchased anything yet. So, you know, you would approve both of these first. Let's see if this works. Yeah, because I only have one asset, I can't pair these because we're wrapping them together. But I think what happens is that if you do have some more dexIRA, you could start wrapping it with your dexIRA. There would be no impermanent loss in this pair because they're not actually being put in a liquidity pool. They're just being set beside each other so that you can farm with them. If that's true, then as I do earn more dexIRA, I might consider wrapping them as I'm doing on my wallet, which is my tactic, okay? Then you also can then claim your wrapped dexIRA rewards just like you would claim from your over here, right, in the earnings manager. But you would only get paid out inside the claim token of, I think you get claimed out more wrapped dexIRA tokens. This currently though is not working, but the rewards are accruing over time. It's still waiting to be fixed properly, but the rewards are coming in. So that's why I'm just waiting. I'm just holding back, and I'll just hold the token. I'll earn the Bitcoin, right? And means I do have some other things to do. So the next one that I want to get into would be the farm section. And I've been up and down on this, right? Do I buy the share token or not? Because I have two to choose from, right? I either have the dexIRA farm, right, with BNB, high risk, high reward, right? Big boy pants time, because the share token goes up to $200, down to $200, goes up to $400, goes up and down. But it is much higher APR than the US DEX USDC. As we can see, we're going to get 386 for this one and 214 for this one. So it's just under double, right? But for me, just for the sake of safety, because you know I'm a long-term farming idea on this, right? And I'm going to be compounding this the way that the system's supposed to be compounded. So I'm going to start by putting the majority of everything into the US DEX USDC pool. So that means that we need to purchase US DEX. You could go to CoinGecko, get the token address, put it into PancakeSwap, then pair, or if you do want to, you could just simply create LP by zapping in with BNB, US DEX, or dexIRA USDC. So I'm going to be taking my USDC and come here, press on the plus button, then come to create LP, then choose which asset you want to use. I'll take USDC, and I want to take $2,000, and this is going to make liquidity for me by purchasing the US DEX token with half of it and then pairing them up and putting it into liquidity in PancakeSwap straight away. So it's a much easier way if you are new to DeFi and not sure how to get set up with liquidity pools and things. We'll do it for you. And when you want to unpair them, you would then have to go to PancakeSwap, click in liquidity, get the token address from CoinGecko for US DEX. If you can't find it, then you'll be able to find your pair there. I guess, you know, at some point I'll show you how to do that. So it says it's complete. So you can check this, come here to trade, go to liquidity on PancakeSwap. If it says you cannot find your liquidity, then you come to find other LP tokens. Then we want to go to USDC. Then we want to put in the contract address. So come to US DEX, copy that there, copy. Then import pool, paste it in, comes up there, right? And there, it has just found it for you. So I have 838 tokens. Which is 1,986. There's a slight charge there on it all. So then if I wanted to break the liquidity after I'm finished farming, but like I said, I won't be for a long time, then you come here, click on this, and then you would press remove liquidity, and this is how you would remove your liquidity from DEX Finance. But I have the LP tokens, I've zapped them there, but then I just need to come again one more time and there deposit the tokens. Don't forget that, because if you zap them, it does pair them for you, but then you have to do one more transaction on your MetaMask to get yourself put into the farm. It says at the bottom there, after zapping, be sure to deposit your LPs by clicking the plus button. Don't forget, you'll just be sitting there with them inside of inside of the PancakeSwap and not actually going in the site. So that's 1,995 going into there. So I take that there, Dylan, US DEX, USDC, 1,995, 1995. Right, and I'm going to keep an eye on that. Yeah, I'll be coming here and just updating this so I can keep an eye on my unrealized profit, right? And I'll be compounding this as well for now, right? So I won't be profit taking. I'll be compounding the US DEX USDC because I don't want to be selling the share token. That's bad for the ecosystem, which I want to use for a very long time. So I'll be getting paid out in DEX share token. From there, I'm going to be coming to the regulation staking, and I'm going to be putting the dexIRA rewards that I get into here, right? This is where I'll be putting them in into this, and then I'll be getting rewarded in the DEX ETF token. When I get the DEX ETF token, as I showed you, I will take a basket payout of every single cryptocurrency that they will offer, and I'll put them all into the same wallet, bang it into a ledger, right? Hooked up to the ledger, everything's safe, and then I will just leave it for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and I will just see how the DEX ecosystem develops. Hopefully I can use the same capital which I'm earning and getting bigger bags of with the Dylan wallet. I will be able to take that and put it into whatever next they're launching, and I'll get huge, amazing bullishness from there. But it does leave me with a little bit of leftover funds, which is nice. Always nice to have some leftover funds. So for me, I'm just going to take that max here. I'm going to buy 2 DEX share tokens for $679. All right, so we come in here, regulation Dylan, $679, and that's just done. So that's $4,000 put in here. Current amount, I bought 2 DEX share, and then I will come to DEX Finance. I want to come right here, prove the DEX share, and that's us. We have now built the account for my son, and I'm really excited to see if this is going to be really beneficial for him in the future. I can look back on this video in a couple of years and be like, look at that, boy, look what I made for you, and he can watch it. You know, I don't think he's interested in these videos at the moment. He kind of likes Pokemon. But let's see, and I will track it. I'll let you know how it's gone. There we are, 2.027 is what I've put in. All right, there we are, 677 in there, and we just come and check my farm, make sure it's working. All's going well there. Yep, look at that, and I've already earned 7 cents in all that time. Fantastic work. So as I said, I would harvest then the DEX share, send that DEX share into the regulation, which I was just using. Then I would come to DEX ETF, and I would place that into here to then burn the DEX ETF that I'm getting from regulation staking and burn it out and take all of these into my wallet, right? Probably I'd be taking the ecosystem tokens, DEX share, USDEX, and DEX token, and building them into my plan already. And the other ones I will be hodling and holding. Probably I might sell the US dollar token back into Bitcoin as well, just because I'm already holding safe stables in my own wallet. For this, I just like to speculate on my confidence in crypto in the long term. Now, that is not everything that we can cover about DEX Finance. There's also the roadmap, which I didn't even have time to get into today, but the roadmap is amazing. I suggest that you do follow DEX Finance on Twitter, get into their Telegram or their Discord, where you can find out everything you need to know about them. So watch my prior videos and look out for any update videos that I have on DEX Finance in the future. High five. We did it. Be good to each other. Peace. And don't get wrecked.
That's right.
Tell me how you do it.